Good morning, friends. And today is July 26th. A beautiful, wet morning, and especially in the north part of India, there has been rains. Actually, it has been forecasted that it is going to rain. So, what is so important today? Let us find out. And the important news that I'm reading with you is related to Twitter. Now, Twitter has been renamed as Twitter X, basically, and you can see that the percolation of this brand has come down to many levels. They have actually put the logo. They've replaced the famous Twitter logo with X, and also they've replaced the X logo on all the buildings, most of the building, and they are trying to do a major branding around Twitter X or X as a brand. And I told you a few days back that they can jolly well do that. And subsequent to doing this, I think there could be many business reasons. One of the big reasons could be the launch of Thread, because Thread has come up in the market with very similar features like Twitter. So on one hand, Elon Musk has threatened to sue Meta because they have launched X, which is very similar application to Twitter. And on the other hand, Elon Musk has now renamed his company as X. Now he is obviously obsessed with X because he has SpaceX, etc. And the basic reason why Elon Musk has spent $44 billion of his own good money to acquire this company, simply because he wants to establish a social media based internet or based network when his colony is established on Mars. So he's preparing to basically start a network using SpaceX and then followed by social media accounts for the Martians. So that is why he is obsessed with X, in my opinion. That is why he wants to keep everything interlinked together. The challenge there is that X is actually as a trademark has been registered by Microsoft, and X is also used in by variety of companies, and also there is a company registered with Alphabet X. And if you know, Alphabet is the Google company, the company behind Google. That is a company. So they have also got a company registered as Alphabet X. So Meta is also going to have some sort of X registered, etc., etc. So in all probability, by renaming Twitter as an X, Twitter is inviting a lot of lawsuits on them. And that is why the next phase of the legal battle between the social media platforms is about to begin. And who's going to have application very similar to Thread or Twitter or Coup, or who's going to succeed in all this? So that is issue number one. Issue number two is, can you keep the name as X? So this legal battle is sort of heating up, and this is creating a situation. This is going to create a situation for the users also. So in my opinion, whatever happens is basically triggered by a competition. Whatever you see is happening, it's not something that it is so simple. Couple of years back, Facebook also renamed their company as Meta because they are looking at a higher growth in the metaverse. So similarly, Elon Musk is also renaming Twitter to X because X going forward has to get aligned with rest of his companies. So therefore, that is a reason. And I mean, there's going to be battle for X symbol because this is a very powerful symbol. Also, it correlates with Elon Musk other businesses. So very soon this will become a contentious issue. There will be legal battles fought on this issue itself. So there are two issues. One is, can you launch another application like Twitter, which I personally believe you can, as long as you are not copying the code. So if anybody else comes up with a similar application, why are you stopping it? There is no way you can stop that. No legal system will stop that. In fact, if that kind of a case is filed by Elon Musk, then Meta will lose out because court will then this court case will result into adjustment of monopoly. Court will give a verdict against Meta because they are going to monopolize. They have Facebook, they have Instagram, they also have Jiffy, and now they have Thread. So this is kind of creating a monopoly in the market. So court might rule against Meta to avoid monopolization. However, court cannot stop an application being launched, which is absolutely new, although it looks similar in many aspects to Twitter. So that is my take on that. Before I start the next information, let me take a short break. All right, friends. So the next information is related to Indian food inflation. And as you know that the global war is raging. When we talk about global war, it's the war between Russia and Ukraine, where the Ukrainians are supported by the Americans and the Western and especially the NATO. So Ukrainians are getting the best quality arms and all kinds of financial support. However, Russia is a large country with a lot of strong defense, etc., and also offensive capability. So in all, this war is raging. Ideally, this war should have ended in 15 days. Clear decision would have come out in 15 days, but it is not. It's been more than a year, and that is actually disrupting the global supply chain. As you know, Russia and Ukraine both are the wheat basket of the world. In fact, when we say wheat basket, simply because they actually produce a lot of wheat and they export. So 25% of the global wheat comes from these two countries. And both countries the shipments are getting hampered because of the war. So there is a food inflation anyway, because whatever happens in one part of the world affects the other. And there is a scarcity of food, especially in countries like Africa and other places who are dependent on Russia and Ukraine grains, especially wheat. India is not so affected because India produces a whole lot of wheat and they also are exporter, and we are also a big consumer of wheat. So we are not doing a lot of facing a lot of problems because of the war. However, since the war is raging, the food inflation, it's starting hurting us, especially if you look at the tomatoes which are being shown in the picture here. The tomatoes prices have gone very high. Now the central government has intervened. The prices have come down, have been brought down, basically subsidized. The tomato is a fruit basically used as a vegetable in India and across the world, and it has to be consumed fresh. So because of the early rain, the cultivation of tomato could not be done, and because of that the price escalation happened. But look at it, friends, the food inflation is actually happening. It's a reality. If you look at the food itself, the prices have gone up of all commodities, whether it is vegetables or any kind of eatables. The prices are in general going up. Therefore, we are also seeing feeling the pinch of the food inflation, the global food inflation. So, while we understand the war in one corner and we say that we are not entirely affected, but we are, because it's an interconnected economy, and therefore the food inflation is a reality, and government is trying to see how they can actually bring the price down. So this is what has happened so far. Going forward from this point is that there is going to be a major climate change. In fact, this year also there has been a climate change. For past couple of years, we are seeing torrential rain, excessive heat, extreme winters. Everything is getting extreme. So, and especially El Nino is affecting us this year. Next year there will be La Nina, and because of La Nina there's going to be a drought situation. That means less rain. So this year more rain, next year there will be less rain. So it's very, very evident that there will be a drought kind situation next year, especially in India. Wherever there is heat wave going in the Europe, for example, southern Europe, there is going to be excessive rain next year. But since we are getting excessive rain this year, there is going to be drought next year. So considering that this climate change is driving the increase of food inflation, so we must watch out this trend, friends. And even though government is trying very hard to ensure that there is enough food security provided to all citizens of India, however, the reality is that the food price is going to go up, and demand and supply will get disrupted because of the climate change. So it's a very big thing. There is war going on in one corner, and there is going to be a climate change, which is going to be a global event, global occurrence. So watch out, prepare yourself, brace for this climatic change, which is going to hit us, which is already hitting us, and will continue. So friends, before I move on to the next item, let me take a short break. All right, welcome back, friends. So the next item on our list today is launch of JioBook 4G. Now, JioBook 4G sounds like a very interesting name, and JioBook, as the name suggests, is from the Reliance backed Jio network, which is a 4G 5G network, and they provide very good quality internet services across the country, and they have also recently launched 5G. But they are launching a laptop which is now called as JioBook. And 4G stands that the JioBook laptop will be pre-configured and pre-enabled with constant 4G. So whenever you switch on your laptop JioBook, you will always be connected to a 4G network. That is a difference between a normal laptop and a JioBook laptop. It has all the standard features, all the latest features. It has all the operating system, etc. All that standard stuff is there. And JioBook, the only difference is that you don't have to take another connection for using the internet on that particular laptop. It's a very big facility, because if you buy a laptop, you don't have to bother about, okay, what is my connection? It will be pre-configured along with your laptop. It's a fantastic idea. It is going to be launched. It is already announced today, as of yesterday. It is going to be launched in October, and the price range that they are talking about is roughly around 20 to 20,000 rupees. So it is going to be very beneficial for students who do not require a very high-end this is not going to be a gaming PC. This is for general purpose typing, browsing, and watching the movies, etc. kind of utility. For that, a laptop which you can carry around. You don't have to bother about how I'm going to put my connection in it, or you have to always carry your mobile so that you can actually do streaming through mobile on your laptop. So all those issues are literally solved because of this JioBook, and therefore it's a great product. I'm quite I'm waiting for this product launch, and I really like to see how this can be beneficial for my kids or any other college students who can buy this laptop at a lower cost and pre-bundled with a internet connectivity based on 4G. So friends, these are the three important items which I wanted to share with you today. I will catch you tomorrow at 10. Please join me back live, and have a nice Wednesday. See you. Bye bye.